Hello everyone, in this lecture I am going to explain line by line the famous poem, "The World is Too Much with Us," by William Wordsworth. But before I start, if you're new to my channel, then please like the video and subscribe the channel. Well, let me tell you the context of this poem, that why it is written, and then I will explain it line by line. Basically, William Wordsworth wrote this poem during the time when the world was changing dramatically. The early 19th century was marked by the Industrial Revolution, a period of rapid technological progress and urbanization. Machines were transforming how people worked, cities were growing, and society's priorities were shifting. People became increasingly focused on productivity, wealth, and material possessions. Wordsworth, being deeply connected to the natural world, found this shift troubling and heartbreaking. For Wordsworth, nature wasn't just a backdrop to life, it was a living, breathing force that could inspire, comfort, and connect people to something greater than themselves. He believed that the beauty of a field, the sound of the wind, or the sight of the sea could nourish the human soul in ways that money or material goods never could. But as he observed society, he saw that people were no longer paying attention to nature. They were too busy working, earning, and spending. So he has written this poem because people was not responsive to nature, so he laments in the poem. Let's start it. The world is too much with us, late and soon. This is the first line of this poem, and it is also the title. By this line, Wordsworth wants to convey the message that the material world occupies too much of our time, energy, and attention. It's overwhelming and suffocating us. Actually, he laments that humanity is overly absorbed in worldly concerns and activities, leaving little time for a deeper connection with nature. Here, the world refers to the material world, our daily lives filled with work, responsibilities, and possessions. And is too much with us suggests that the material world occupies too much of our time, energy, and attention. Late and soon refers to both the past and the future. It implies that this problem is ongoing and not limited to a specific moment. Simply, it means that Wordsworth is frustrated that people care too much about their possessions and daily routines, ignoring nature. This problem isn't new, it has been happening for a long time. And then says, getting and spending, we lay waste our powers. It means that we waste our energy on earning money and buying things. Actually, Wordsworth criticizes how people focus on getting, earning money, and spending, using it to buy things, which leaves us drained and disconnected from more meaningful experiences, like enjoying nature. Simply, he says that the people are busy in earning and spending money, and by this way we waste our power, energy, and time. And we don't give time to nature. Little we see in nature that is ours. It means that we don't feel a sense of belonging or connection to nature anymore. Actually, Wordsworth argues in this line that despite living in a world full of natural beauty, people fail to see it as part of their lives. Nature feels distant and irrelevant to them because of their obsession with material things. Simply, you can say that he says that we are blessed with natural beauty, but still we don't have time to see the nature which is ours. We have given our hearts away, a sordid boon. It means that we've given our love and emotions to something dirty and unworthy. Actually, Wordsworth is saying that we've traded our love for nature for the pursuit of materialism. Sordid boon is a contradiction. It means something that seems like a gift but is actually dirty or shameful. This is what we call oxymoron. Simply, he claims that we have given our hearts to something that seems a gift but it isn't. Simply, you can say that instead of giving heart to nature, we have given it to materialism. This sea that bears her bosom to the moon. It means that the sea reveals itself beautifully under the moonlight. Simply, you can say that in this line the poet describes the sea as a living being, baring her bosom, means exposing her chest, to the moon. Actually, it is symbolizing an intimate and harmonious relationship between nature and the universe. Actually, here in this line Wordsworth is trying to draw the reader's attention to the beauty of the sea which gives reflection of the moonlight in the night. And then says, the winds that will be howling at all hours. It means that the winds that constantly blow, regardless of time or circumstance. Actually, the winds are wild and untamed, a force of nature that reminds us of its power and presence. Wordsworth admires how alive and unpredictable nature is. Simply, again he tries to draw our attention to the blowing winds, and it is also the beauty of nature, but we people are not aware of it because we are busy in getting money and spending. And are upgathered now like sleeping flowers. It means that when the winds calm down, they rest softly like flowers closing at night. Basically, Wordsworth contrasts the wildness of the winds with their moments of peace. Even powerful forces of nature have a gentle, quiet side, showing nature's balance. You can say that here he has used a personification for the blowing winds. It means that the wind is not always blowing with a huge force, but sometimes it stops its sounds and becomes silent like sleeping flowers. So this is also one of the beauty sides of our nature. For this, for everything, we are out of tune. It means that we are disconnected from all of this beauty in nature. Basically, Wordsworth believes that humans have lost their harmony with nature. We don't appreciate or understand it anymore, making us out of tune with the natural world. Simply, you can say that we have become so materialistic that we don't have time and sense to appreciate the beauty of nature. So the poet is trying to convey the message that such beautiful nature does not inspire us. It moves us not. Great God! I'd rather be. Here in this line he shows his despair. Actually, he laments that people are no longer emotionally moved by nature's wonders. He feels despair, and wishes he were different, perhaps someone more connected to the natural world. You can say that in this line, Wordsworth expresses deep frustration and disappointment with humanity's disconnection from nature. He is lamenting the fact that the sublime beauty and power of the natural world fails to inspire people. The phrase, "it moves us not," signifies a profound indifference to the natural world. People are so consumed by their materialistic pursuits and daily routines that they have become numb to the beauty and significance of nature. The natural world, with its majestic mountains, vast oceans, and serene forests, is no longer a source of inspiration. A pagan suckled in a creed outworn. In this line further he says that he'd rather believe in the old, pagan religions, which worship nature as divine, instead of living in a time when people ignore nature entirely. Even outdated beliefs feel better than modern indifference. Simply, you can say that he suggests that our materialistic values and technological advancements have alienated us from the natural world and our own inner selves. He wishes for a return to a simpler, more spiritual way of life, where people are connected to the rhythms of nature and the divine. Actually, pagan refers to someone who follows a religion that worships multiple gods and goddesses, often associated with natural forces and elements. In ancient pagan religions, people revered nature as sacred and believed that divine beings inhabited the earth, the sky, and the sea. And then says, "So might I, standing on this pleasant lea." In this line, Wordsworth imagines himself in a beautiful natural setting, a meadow. This idyllic scene serves as a backdrop for his longing to reconnect with nature and experience a deeper spiritual connection. Actually, the line links with the previous one, where Wordsworth expressed his desire to be a pagan. He suggests that if he were raised in such a belief system, he would be able to fully appreciate the beauty and wonder of the natural world. Standing on this pleasant Leah, he envisions himself immersed in nature, experiencing a sense of peace and tranquility. Have glimpses that would make me less forlorn. In this line you can say that he wishes he could have moments of insight or inspiration that would make him feel less sad and lonely. He wants to experience something that would lift his spirits and give him a sense of hope and purpose. Actually, he says that if he were born as a pagan he would stand in a meadow or green land and that glimpses would make him less sad and he would feel happy. And then says, have sight of Proteus rising from the sea. It means that he would see the ancient sea god Proteus emerging from the ocean. Basically, in this line, Wordsworth is invoking a powerful image from Greek mythology. Proteus was a sea god known for his ability to change shape. He was a wise and knowledgeable figure who could reveal hidden truths. By wishing to see Proteus rising from the sea, Wordsworth is expressing a desire for divine wisdom and insight. He wants to gain a deeper understanding of the mysteries of the universe and the human condition. Or hear old Triton blow his wreathed horn. In this line, Wordsworth continues to draw upon Greek mythology to express his longing for a deeper connection with the natural world and the divine. Triton was a powerful sea god, often depicted as a giant with a fish's tail. He was known for his mighty horn, which could calm or stir the seas. By wishing to hear Triton's horn, Wordsworth is expressing a desire to experience the raw power and majesty of the natural world. Actually, he wishes to be overwhelmed by the grandeur of nature, to feel a sense wonder. I hope you have enjoyed this lecture, but please don't forget like and subscription to my channel. Thank you.